I just got done watching Date Night, and I was surprised by like how much I liked it. It's just a fun, sweet little movie. It kind of took me back to like those old comedies, kind of reminded me of something like Adventures in Babysitting or Honeymoon in Vegas. Maybe more so Honeymoon in Vegas, where it's just like normal suburban people that get in way over their heads and into very dangerous situations that would be very, scary if you believe them and it was, not a comedy. Steve Carell and Tina Fey, they play like this boring, middle-aged couple that is overworked and, their sex life is kind of dead and there's not a lot of romance in their relationship. They usually go out for like a date night once a week and get a babysitter. Um, and one night, he decides to switch it up instead of going to their usual restaurants or whatever they do in a movie. He takes her to the city. They're from New Jersey. He takes her down to Manhattan to a super fancy restaurant. And of course, they didn't make reservations, so they couldn't get in. And they're sitting there at the bar with all these young, beautiful looking people, feeling completely out of place. And then Olivia Munn comes walking by, calling for triple horns, triple horns. No one's answering. So they say, "Oh, we're the triple horns." And they get a table. Uh, but as they're sitting there eating and they're drinking this, expensive Cabernet, getting drunk, uh, Common and some other guy, I recognize him from somewhere. I know I should know who he is, but they show up. They're like these thugs. And they're like, Mr. and Mrs. Triplehorn, we need to go outside and talk. And they go, they take them outside and they point guns at their head and they're like, "Where's the flash drive?" And you got some balls, trying to get ransom from Mr. Mileto or some like mob boss guy. And what ensues is like a kind of like an action comedy where they're trying to get to the bottom of what happened and escape and get safe and clear their names, so that everyone knows they're not the triple horns. And it's a fun movie. It has at least one pretty decent action scene where these two cars get hooked together and they're driving around New York. They did some inventive stuff with that. It has some good cameos, or maybe you could call them small roles. They're more like cameos. Um, I think I'd rather not say who they are because it's part of the fun of it. I went in not knowing a lot of the cameos that were in it. Um, I'll give one, like Ray Liotta plays the mob boss. Um, but just people in small roles. There's two people in particular I thought were really funny. But Steve Carell and Tina Fey, they're very funny in it, and I bought them as a married couple, and I liked them. Tina Fey especially, Steve Carell too, man. Like every time I'm like, oh, Steve Carell, I'm getting sick of him. Like I go back and think I'm like, I haven't really seen a movie that he's done that I didn't like. Even like that one that was like um, Dan in Real Life or something. I thought that was okay too. This is better, but I mean, this is a fun ride, and like the beginning parts when they're talking about how their marriage is staling and their friends' marriages are going stale, like it felt pretty believable. It felt like cut above most romantic comedy stuff. Um, but they're good in it. They're good together. They work together. They're funny. They're both funny. They both have their moments. I like Tina Fey. I guess I like Steve Carell too. I still like him. Uh, Good cameos, some action and fast pace. I chuckled here and there, and I liked it more than I thought I would. Um, it's just a good time. It's a fun movie. You can't think about it too much. Some of it's sweet, but without being too corny. I'd say for like a movie in its genre, it's probably like one of the better examples of the movie in its genre. Now it is like it's a total date movie, so I totally recommend seeing it with like a wife or a girlfriend or whatever. It's not in theaters anymore, obviously, so maybe it might be an at-home boring. Uh, date night, but it might inspire you to go out and do something after you watch it, because it's really kind of about, you know, what's going to happen. Like the danger element is going to reinvigorate their relationship and bring them even closer together. But I can't really say too much more about it without giving away spoilers that I don't want to. I think you should totally see it. I think it was a fun movie. Look out for some people you might not expect. Uh, all very funny. Um, some good jokes. And, you know, Tina Fey looked pretty good when they got her in some stripper clothes, but maybe that's revealing too much. But I'm going to give it like 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's at least a very solid three. Even if these aren't usually your type of movies, if you like the actors, if you like Tina Fey, you like Steve Carell, you like comedy, like a good, you want a good, fast paced, like it's a little bit longer than 90 minutes. Or maybe it could have been trimmed a little bit here and there, but give it a shot. It's a fun one. Um, what do I have coming up next? I might finally talk about Harry Brown, which I saw a couple of weeks ago and I did a written review of, and I liked. I'll give that away. And I have this movie called A Single Man here. I know nothing about it. I know Julianne Moore's in it, and I like her. She usually gets naked. And the guy, the actor, I don't remember his name, but he was nominated for Best Actor, so definitely give that a shot. But anyways, yeah, watch Date Night. It's fun and it's sweet and it's, you know, nice fun ride. Anyways, thanks for watching.